So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I am the Broke Petrol, and today I'm at Cars by the Pond yet again for another early morning Sunday meet, and there are some nice cars here today. So we're going to go ahead and have a look around and enjoy some cars. So let's go ahead, let's do it. So what's going on, guys? As I said in the intro, today I'm back at Cars by the Pond in Stone in Marshall, and some nice cars have just turned up. There is a Lotus Esprit that has just turned up, and it sounds absolutely awesome and it looks gorgeous. And there's some nice V8 stuff, and there's also a car that I don't believe has the original engine that it came in with, and you will have seen it on the intro shots, so have a guess which one it is. Also, if you are new around here, please do go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button and the bell notification, because it really does help the channel. It tells YouTube to push the channel just a little bit more, so if you'd like to do that, I'll be most appreciative. I've just hit just over 3,000 subscribers, and I'd love to get to 10,000 by the end of the year, and I can only do that with your help by subscribing, so go ahead and please do that. Anyway, enough about that, let's go and have a look at some cars. So first car on the list, it looks like it's about to leave, is this very beautiful Aston Martin.
I'll tell you when to go, okay? Go!
That's a V8. They always sound so good. V8 or V12. And then next we have this Cayman GT4. Looks absolutely stunning in this, I don't know what the name of this blue is, but it looks gorgeous. And these wheels are absolutely insane. There's another Porsche GT4 just over there that has the same wheels, but these are in black, and those are in like a anthracite colour. Well, by the time we get over there, let me know in the comments, do you prefer them in black because they're exactly the same wheels, or in that anthracite colour. Can I zoom in? There you go. What do you think? The anthracite colour or the black? And then speaking of coolness, we have my favourite Supra of all time, the Mark IV. This one's been definitely fettled with just a little bit. Have a look at that engine bay. Look at the size of that turbo, it's huge. At a guess, I reckon this is probably pushing maybe 6,500 bhp, maybe. I do love these. I don't know why they stopped making them, and the newer version, the Mark V, I don't think it looks nowhere near as good, and they don't sound anywhere near as good. And as I've said on many occasions, that when I used to play Need for Speed Underground 2, this was the fastest car. Once you'd souped it all up and modified it, this was the fastest car in the game. You couldn't beat it, no matter what you had. And that engine noise is just, on full chat, nothing sounds better. Apart from a V8, which we have right here. Jaguar F-Type. Now, I can't understate this. I can't overstate this at just how nice this car is. And this colour is awesome with the black wheels. And Jaguars say that they don't want to make cars like this anymore. I just don't know why. It looks so good. This is definitely the V8 model. It has 4 exhausts. And it is the P450. And believe me, when it came in, you heard it. That interior is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a black and beige interior, which kind of works with contrast white stitching or beige stitching. And this is the facelift. Just look how aggressive that looks. And Jag say they don't want to make cars like this anymore. They want to go for electric boxes. Somebody needs to stand up to them. Some of their management team needs to stand up to them and say, no, we need to make cars look like this. All of them. And it looks like the other Porsche GT4 is about to leave. But I'm still kind of swooning over this. I mean, those lines are just gorgeous. I don't know how Jaguar can turn around and say that they don't want to make stuff like this. And it looks like the other Porsche GT4 is about to leave. But I'm still kind of swooning over this. I mean, those lines are just gorgeous. I don't know how Jaguar can turn around and say that they don't want to make stuff like this. And then next we have one of the hot hatches from my younger days, Renault Clio. And I'm assuming this is a Cup edition because the number plate says Cup. And it has definitely been modified just a little. You have a detachable steering wheel. Don't know if you can see that through the windscreen, but it's got a detachable steering wheel, bucket seats, sequential gearbox, rear seat delete, half roll cage. Rear strut brace across the back. Oh, other Porsche is just leaving. I didn't even see that one. These were the one of the hot hatches from my day. The Renault Clio Williams, the Renault Clio Cup 172, and then you had the 180. This is the 172 because it says it on the door. Right there. And these were great little handling cars for the day because they obviously were small, light, front wheel drive, enough power to get you going but not enough to shake your bones and get yourself into too much trouble. Although I know quite a few people who ended up crashing theirs and putting them in the wrong side of hedges on crunchy roads because their speed outstripped their talent. So this little rascal I saw on my way in today. It came off a side road and absolutely just left me for dead. Again, this is all about lightness and handling. I mean, there is literally nothing to it. It doesn't even have doors, but they are just so cool. These little Caterhams. Oh, and now the Jag's leaving. Oh, they sound so good, that V8. Jaguars do know how to make a good V8. JLR know how to make a good V8, and I don't know why they don't invest. Well, I do know why, because the government are telling them they can't make cars like that anymore with beautiful sounding V8s. Listen to that. I love the sound of a V8 chop. Everybody's turned to look at it. Oh. And I bet that's going to sound absolutely delicious when he goes up the road. Right, back to this. Yeah, these are great for track. And I said in my live today that there was a guy in one of these and he was wearing a full face mask, and there it is. So you'd have seen this on the way in. This is Ford Capri, and it has a naughty sounding V8. It sounds absolutely delicious. I like it in this, I don't know what kind of, it's like an orangey reddy colour, but it's a beautiful sounding V8. And that's some of the stats on it, so I don't need to tell you, you can take your time and read over it. So this car has had quite an interesting life, as that says there. It started off life with a 3 litre V6 that was purchased running a 2.8 V6, and then in 2018 it was then retrofitted with a Rover 4 litre V8, and it sounds so good. 4,000, because I think that's off a Rover. And next we have a motoring icon, one of the cars that is now, I've been seeing for really cheap money. I think I've seen one for less than 500 quid, and that was a 1.8 turbo. And these are iconic cars. If you know about Audi and you know about just how forward thinking these were, and actually they were called the most beautiful car in the world at one point, and yeah, they did quite a lot of numbers for Audi. And I believe that these are going to be a classic very soon, and this is one that I could actually afford. There are a few cars that I've said that are going to be a classic and that I couldn't afford, and then all of a sudden they've really become more and more expensive. The E60 M5 with the V10, they were dirt cheap at one point. They were 5 grand because no one wanted that SMG gearbox, and now you're talking at least 20 grand for them, maybe even 30. And I think this is going to go the same way. I saw one on Auto Trader for about 500 quid, and I believe that they're going to go up in value because they're going to be a collector's item, and there's going to be less and less of them, especially if you've got the one with the dual exhaust, which is a higher output one, which I think it's the 225 version, and Quattro, obviously. Oh, and there goes the Ford Capri with the 4 litre V8. It sounds so good. Listen to that. Sounds like it could do with some headers just to give it that chop, that more American style chop. And then this recently turned up, this 3-wheeler. I've never seen a Morgan like this before in my life, and it's such a cool little thing. So next up we have a Lotus Esprit, and this was the car that pulled up just when I started this video, and it looks absolutely amazing. It looks like kind of like a mini Ferrari, and it is the Esprit V8 GT, and it looks almost brand new. I think this must have had some kind of full body respray restoration in its life. The interior looks impeccable, like it hasn't even been used. I mean, look at that, there's barely any scratches in that. And I love this big sunroof. Unfortunately, back in the day, I don't think they did panoramics, because that would be a beautiful panoramic sunroof if they did that back in the day. And these hinges for the sunroof, they remind me of my, these ones, they remind me of my Rover Tomcat, which you could take out the roof, the glass plate roof out of, and I thought maybe that you could do that with this, but it doesn't look like you could. So I imagine these were quite quick in the day, with its 350 brake horsepower, 400 newton meters of torque, and it's rear mid-engined basically, so good rear traction, and I'm sure it's a rear wheel drive only, and I'm sure it handles like a dream, because we all know Lotus are all about lightness and handling. Dual central exit exhaust tells me that that has some form of aftermarket exhaust, so it also leads me to believe that this is probably not a standard engine. So yeah, I mean, it does look super clean though. It almost looks box fresh, and I can see parts of Rovers because my Tomcat had these door handles, and some of the switchgear inside is definitely Rover. So this looks like it was a bit of a hodgepodge from different manufacturers. And here we have an icon, another icon, the Golf GTI Mark 1. And this one has been modified just a touch. Now if you look down here and have a look at the exhaust, you can see that is not standard, which will give you a small indication that this car is not standard. Also the BBS wheels, which that rubber looks ever so slightly stretched on the rear at least anyway, and it has been lowered, but the interior looks pretty standard. So it doesn't have a roll cage in it, hasn't had a rear seat delete, but this car is definitely something that you shouldn't sleep on, because let me show you the engine bay. Now look at that. I mean, how clean, first of all, how clean does the engine bay look? Second of all, there's so much space in here. So you see this on the road with the hood down, you just think, oh, you know, it's just a Mark 1 that's it's got some wheels on it, but you try and test it and it will take off. I mean, look how much space is just around the entire engine. Well, that's elegant. I don't think I could make that look any more elegant than he did. You know, it's something when you have to wear a full face mask to well, a full face helmet to drive your car. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to leave it there because people are now starting to leave, and also it's time for me to get home. It's been interesting. There's some nice cars today, and my favourite car of the day I think would probably be, I want to say the Supra. I do love a Toyota Supra, and that one's been modified within an inch of its life, but it looks good. Anyway, so thank you for making this far in the video. If you've liked the video, please do go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because it really does make all the difference. It helps the channel grow, and it tells YouTube to push the channel to more people, and I could do with all the help I can get. I'm really trying to get to the YouTuber partner program, and I need hours. So anybody out there that wants to watch it, please do go ahead and watch, subscribe and all that good stuff, because it really does help. Also, YouTube will recommend this video right here if you want to watch another video. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.